Hey guys, I'm making a creme anglaise. Basically, it's an ice cream custard base. So you can make ice cream a lot of different ways. The classical way is with egg yolks and as a custard, and it requires like heavy cream and milk and egg yolks and sugar, and then you can flavor the base whatever you want. This one happens to be vanilla bean. So if you go out and buy a vanilla bean and you slice it down the end lengthwise and scrape all of the little pepper looking things out of it, these little specks, that's what vanilla tastes like, is those specks. That's where all the flavor comes from. And then you throw the pod into the pot with the cream. You take cream and milk, say 500 milliliters, or grams are the same, 500 grams of heavy cream and 500 grams of milk into a sauce pot, and then scrape one vanilla bean and put the pod in the pot and bring that up to a temperature like a simmer. And then what you want to do is get 10 egg yolks and cream them up with 200 grams of sugar. Have you ever creamed egg yolks? You mix them up with sugar and they get like kind of light pale yellow or whitish color. Well, that's what I mean by creaming it. Basically stir it up till it's incorporated really good, and then add your sugar and then a pinch of salt inside that egg yolks. Once your cream that's on the stove is up to temperature, what I mean by up to temperature, to a simmer, not a rapid boil but a simmer, you're going to take and you're going to incorporate a ladle at a time into your egg yolks while you stir them. Because if you tried to pour those egg yolks and sugar into that simmering cream, it's going to turn to scrambled eggs, right? You don't want that to happen. So you'll go to your egg yolks and you'll be stirring them, and you'll add a little bit at a time of that hot mixture. It's called tempering. I use a ladle. So I take like a soup ladle about this big around, about that big. So I'm getting about a quarter cup of hot material, and I just kind of pour it in a little bit at a time as I'm stirring into those egg yolks. And once I've done about 4 ladles full, I've brought the egg yolks up to a high temperature, one that won't cook when we take those egg yolks and put them back into the pot where the vanilla bean and cream was that we simmered. Then what we're going to do is we're going to cook that and bring it slowly up to a temperature of 185 degrees. You need to have a good thermometer, one that's accurate. I use one called Thermopop. That's by ThermoWorks. It's probably the least expensive, accurate, quick read thermometer. As you can see, we're at about 99, 102, 103. Okay, so it took like 4 seconds to get up to 103. Anyways, you want to go up to 185. And then when you're at 185, you want to take it off the heat and you want to pour the whole mixture through a strainer to get those vanilla pods out. And you want to set your bowl on top of ice. And now what we're doing is we're bringing it down in temperature. We're cooling it off so we can put it in the refrigerator and set the custard. So, this is going to be a thicker than this. How you can tell if you've got it thick enough is on the back of a spoon. If you can make a line like that and it doesn't run through it, that's called nappe. You know that you've got the correct consistency. So we're going to bring this down to a temperature that's cool enough that we can stick it in the refrigerator without getting condensation on it when we cover it. And then you can use this, let it sit overnight, and you can use this to churn into ice cream. And you'd have like some really incredible vanilla ice cream. Or you can use this just as a glaze on top of brownies or pastries. We're going to be making some meringues. Big quenelles of meringue that are crunchy on the outside, creamy on the inside, with some strawberry rhubarb compote, or coulis is what I'm going to put with it. You'll see. A little bit of lime zest to give it some zing and some powdered sugar. You'll see, it's going to be a neat little dessert, but you got to do your components one at a time and get them prepared so you can put it all together into something really special. And that's the idea behind the vanilla bean anglaise, creme anglaise, aka custard. Okay, we'll see it.